Tonight at 3:33 a.m., an angelic presence will visit. Archangel Michael says you must be ready. The hour is near. Heaven chose you for a reason. You weren't supposed to see this message by chance. Your name was whispered in the halls of heaven before this hour ever came. And now, as the veil between worlds thins just enough for spirit to breathe into your reality, Michael stands at the edge of your doorway, sword drawn, not in violence but in divine urgency. He has seen something, and it's not just about your future. It's about a soul contract you made long before you were ever born. Can you feel that pressure in your chest? That's not fear, that's awakening. You're not just being watched. You're being prepared for something bigger than you imagined, something that's already in motion. That's why your energy's been off lately. That's why your dreams have felt strange, like someone's trying to tell you something you can't fully understand yet. That's why you've been waking up at strange hours, especially around 3:00 a.m. Michael says your spiritual antenna is already receiving, but tonight at 3:33, it won't just be signals. It will be presence, real, electric, pure, divine. You may feel a sudden wind with no windows open. You may feel a hand on your shoulder even though you're alone, or you might hear your name softly, like a memory from heaven. Heaven doesn't knock politely, it stirs your spirit. It disrupts your patterns, and lately you've been pulled away from certain people, certain routines, even your own sense of stability. This isn't destruction, it's divine protection. Michael says he's already been clearing your path without you knowing, removing things that looked like blessings but were secretly burdens in disguise. And what's coming next? It's something you couldn't have stepped into unless you were first emptied out. That pain you've been feeling lately wasn't punishment, it was preparation. If you've ever felt like someone was watching over you, this is your confirmation. If you've ever felt like someone tried to speak to you in a dream, this is your confirmation. If you've ever felt like you were meant for more, but the more never made sense, this is your confirmation, because tonight, Michael says, the veil will ripple, and the light that enters will touch you first. Out of billions of souls, heaven highlighted your name, and Michael has waited a very long time for this moment to reach you. You see, the spirit realm doesn't operate on luck or coincidence. It moves through divine timing and obedience. And right now, Archangel Michael is asking, no, pleading, that you prepare. Not just your room, your spirit, your space, your heart. Light a candle, clear your energy, say a prayer if your soul leads you. Because if you're still and open enough, something will shift in the air around you at 3:33 a.m. It will be subtle for some, overwhelming for others, but undeniable for all. You'll know it's not imagination, it's visitation. Michael says you've been too hard on yourself lately, too doubtful. He wants you to know you haven't failed. You haven't missed your destiny. The timeline may have bent, but heaven's mercy rewrote the map. That heaviness you've been carrying was never yours. It's energy you absorbed trying to fix everyone else's storm while ignoring your own sacred sunlight. Tonight, Michael wants you to release it. You're not just a healer. You are a receiver, and heaven cannot pour into a soul that's too tired to hold the cup. So tonight, let go, and if this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe. You were meant to receive this not later, not by accident, but now in this sacred window, because your angels are orchestrating more than you know. Archangel Michael says, every second you spent searching, breaking, healing, rising, it's all led to this divine moment of alignment. And no, you're not crazy, you're waking up. There's something coming for you. Good news dressed in mystery, a breakthrough that doesn't look like a breakthrough yet. Archangel Michael says, don't judge the season by how it feels. Judge it by the signs. And lately, the signs have been screaming in silence. Repeating numbers, flickering lights, unexplained chills, sudden peace in the middle of panic. That's heaven tapping your shoulder. You've been hearing your name in your spirit because the spirit world is calling you back to who you were always meant to be before the world made you forget. You've been marked not with fear, but with favor. Heaven does not knock without intention, and if Michael has arrived with this message, it's because your angels are tired of watching you cry in private and smile in public. They want to restore your truth, your power, your purpose. Michael says, you're not losing your mind, you're shedding your old one. Your soul chose this timeline for a reason. You were born into battle, yes, but you were also born into protection. The kind that doesn't always show itself loudly. Sometimes it just blocks the wrong number from calling. Sometimes it delays a flight. Sometimes it makes you late because being on time would have put you in the wrong place. Archangel Michael says, I've been behind more of your coincidences than you realize. And tonight, when the clock hits 3:33, the energy in your space will shift. For some, it will be the beginning of a dream. For others, it will feel like a touch, a whisper, a single tear that carries lifetimes of healing. This is not to scare you, it's to wake you. You've prayed for a sign, you've begged for proof. This is it because once 3:33 passes, something in your life will quietly but permanently shift. Not in a loud explosion, but like a door creaking open that had been jammed shut for years. Archangel Michael says, this is not a temporary visit. This is a spiritual setup. You are entering a new agreement with heaven. Whether you accept it or not, your life has already been marked for transition. Your name has already been sealed in divine light. That ache you've been carrying, the invisible weight, will begin to lift after tonight slowly, like the sun rising behind a mountain, but it will rise, and with it, you will too. There is someone watching you from the other side, a loved one. They've been trying to reach out. Maybe you felt them last night when the room suddenly felt warmer. Maybe you heard them in a lyric that hit too close. Maybe their scent danced past you like a memory trying to find a voice. Michael says, they've been begging heaven to send you this message because your sorrow has become a wall, and they want to break through, not to bring more pain, but to let you know that they never truly left. And tonight, when the veil opens, they'll be closer than ever. Listen closely. Some messages are louder in stillness. You are not behind. You are not cursed. Michael is clearing that lie from your spirit right now. You are delayed for divine reasons. The enemy tried to take you out mentally, emotionally, even physically, but you kept surviving situations you should have drowned in. And that wasn't random. That was war. And Michael was fighting for you even when you didn't know his name. He stood between you and that accident, between you and that heartbreak that would have broken your purpose completely. You are still here because heaven kept stepping in, but now it's time for you to step in. Step into alignment, step into authority, step into belief, even if your faith feels tired. Because Archangel Michael says, your life is about to echo in places you haven't even seen yet. Your presence will be felt by people you've never met. Your words will reach souls that haven't even heard your name. Because when God prepares a person, He does it in the shadows, and now the curtain is lifting. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen. You just have to be willing. And right now, Michael is asking your spirit, are you willing to believe again? Are you willing to risk hoping again? Are you willing to open your heart even though you swore you never would? Because if you are, then tonight will be the beginning of something miraculous. Not because the stars are special, but because you are. You've been having flashes, haven't you? Moments of strange clarity, times where you feel like you're not alone, where time feels slow, where the same number keeps showing up, where a specific animal crosses your path again and again. These aren't glitches. They're messages. Your spirit team has been laying breadcrumbs all along, but tonight, they're showing up in person not to impress you, but to remind you that you are a vessel of light in a world forgetting what light even looks like. And Michael says something very specific. Tell them they are protected from the thing they fear the most. That's the line that just came through for you. You are protected from the thing that keeps you awake. The conversation you dread, the future you fear, the failure you imagine. It is not going to happen the way you think. You're being pulled out of the storm not because of your strength, but because of your surrender. If you're still here, still listening, still reading this far, it's not by mistake. It means this message is yours. It means you're already feeling that tug inside your chest. That's Michael. That's the Spirit of God awakening your divine memory. And if you haven't yet, close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe, feel the air around you. Is it still or does it feel charged? That's not your imagination, that's presence. Tonight isn't just a moment, it's a turning point. Michael says, the next 33 days will be like stepping into a divine current. Things will begin to flow that felt frozen. People will reappear with new intentions. Money will arrive from unexpected directions. Dreams will return with clearer meanings, and the wounds that kept bleeding will begin to close. This isn't magic, it's timing, heaven's timing, and for once, your heart and heaven are finally in sync. There's one more thing Michael insists you know. What hurt you will not have the final word. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the loss. It was real, but it was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. And it did. You're softer, stronger, wiser, kinder. Don't let bitterness undo the transformation. You didn't survive all of this just to go numb again. You survived so you could feel something better, something real, something holy. And when 3:33 a.m. arrives tonight, don't be afraid. Whether you wake up naturally or feel a nudge or jolt in your sleep, just breathe, let it happen, let the presence come. Speak aloud if you feel led. You don't have to know what to say, just be open. Michael will do the rest. The light will come through, the energy will flood your space, and your spirit will remember what the world tried to erase. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided beyond logic. You are protected beyond sight. Because this final part, this is the one the enemy never wanted you to hear. Archangel Michael says, "You are not who the world told you you were. You are who heaven anointed you to be." That fire in your chest, that ache behind your eyes, that's the pressure of your old life cracking open so your real purpose can finally rise. It's not breaking you, it's birthing you. And tonight, when that clock turns to 3:33, your spirit will rise like breath into the mouth of a sleeping soul because heaven is breathing you back to life. You've forgotten your power because pain made you doubt it, but Michael reminds you now. No wound you carry can stop the calling God put inside you. No mistake you made can override the mission you were born for. You are not too late, you are not too damaged, you are not too far gone. You are exactly where heaven needs you, and tonight everything shifts. Even if it doesn't look like it in the moment, even if it just feels like silence, even if you cry instead of see angels, that silence, that cry, it's the holy language your soul speaks. Michael hears it, heaven records it. Don't expect fireworks, expect realignment, the kind that rearranges your emotions, changes your habits, redirects your desires. You may lose interest in things you used to love. You may feel lonely for a while. That's how spirit purges your past attachments. You're not being punished, you're being purified. So don't fight the flow, trust it. Let the tears fall, let the silence speak, let the stillness enter. Archangel Michael is working in ways you'll understand only after the miracle arrives. And oh, it is arriving. You feel it, don't you? That tight breath of wonder that maybe, just maybe, something sacred really is about to happen. That's not random. That's your intuition remembering the future because your future has already been written, and it's soaked in gold, in favor, in second chances. in divine alignment that no man, no mistake, no darkness can block. You've just been waiting for your eyes to open wide enough to see it. Michael wants you to write this down. I will not let fear speak louder than faith. I will not dim my light to fit inside someone else's comfort. I will not let the enemy convince me that I am not worthy of what heaven has already said is mine. Say it, write it, believe it, because tonight those words are your key. At 3:33 a.m., when the air shifts and your skin tingles and your soul stirs, remember them. Speak them aloud, even in a whisper. You'll be echoing them into the heavens. And listen, your blessings may come slowly, but they are already moving. The people meant for you are being nudged too. The opportunity meant for you is being cleared of all interference. The healing you need is already scheduled. And if you feel like nothing has worked, like your prayers have just hit walls, tonight is the night something breaks through, because Michael isn't just passing by. He's anchoring something divine in your space. And your job, it's not to earn it, it's to receive it. You don't have to beg for what's already yours. You don't have to prove your worth to angels. They already see it. They've seen your tears at 2:00 a.m. They've seen you keep going even when no one clapped for you. They've watched you hold others while silently breaking. And tonight, they're here to pour into you the same way you've poured into others for so long. Heaven is generous, but it's also strategic. It waits for the right moment, and beloved, this is it. Your past cannot define you anymore. That door is closed. The lock is sealed. Your future is whispering now, and it sounds like freedom, like lightness, like peace that doesn't even make sense, like relationships that see you, not just need you, like wealth that comes without guilt, like healing that doesn't reopen the wound every time you talk about it. Michael says, this next chapter is unlike anything you've known before because it will be yours, authentically, completely, divinely. Let me be clear. You don't need to feel anything dramatic tonight to prove something happened. Sometimes the miracle is subtle. Sometimes it's a calm you can't explain. A feeling of being watched, but in a peaceful way. Sometimes it's a dream that leaves you shaking, or a presence in the room so strong you wake up weeping. Michael says, don't measure the miracle, just open your heart for it. And don't forget, you are not alone, even when you feel like it. Even when your phone is silent and your thoughts are loud, even when people disappoint you. Heaven has never left your side. You have backup you can't see. You have love you've never even met, and you have power you haven't even tapped into yet. That's why this message found you, because the time to awaken it is now. So tonight, breathe deeply, set an intention. Leave a glass of water by your bed if you feel called. Light a candle, or simply lay there, hand over your heart, whispering, I'm ready. Because you are more ready than you've ever been. Ready to rise, ready to receive, ready to remember who you are. And if you ever doubt it, come back to this message. Let it remind you that heaven chose you, Michael fought for you, and tonight, at exactly 3:33, heaven will knock, not loudly, not rudely, but lovingly, angelically, miraculously. Be ready to open the door. Yes, let me give you the closing words exactly the way heaven would want them whispered into your soul. Softly but with unshakable authority, because after tonight nothing will feel the same. At 3:33 a.m., time won't move like time. It will bend, pause, stretch, and you might not even realize it until later when you feel lighter, when your thoughts are quieter, when you walk into a room and people look at you like they've seen a light because they have. Something will change in your aura. A heaviness will drop, a cycle will end, a door will open. And Archangel Michael wants you to know this isn't a one-night miracle. It's a permanent shift. You're not just being visited, you're being rewritten. And yes, it's okay if you're scared. Heaven isn't asking you to be fearless. Heaven is asking you to show up anyway, open anyway, cry if you must, but open. Don't let the fear of being disappointed again make you miss the miracle you've been begging for, because this isn't just any night. This is your night, written in sacred time, protected by angelic fire, chosen just for you. And if your soul has been shaking while listening or reading this, then it's because it recognizes the truth. Truth doesn't always shout. Sometimes it arrives like a whisper with wings. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. This misinterpreted Bible message can change your life. Prosperity, preachers are saturated at every corner you look. But there's something almost no one is talking about. For centuries, religious scholars have misinterpreted one of the most powerful teachings in the Bible. It's the concept of being born again. The concept of being born again is not just a spiritual awakening. It actually refers to tapping into God's abundance. This truth has been hidden in plain sight and misinterpreted by scholars for centuries. But we've uncovered the real meaning behind this profound message. God wants you to live in abundance, to have prosperity in your finances, to enjoy vibrant health and lasting happiness. And the key is something no one's talking about: your 8th chakra. Imagine the freedom to live the prosperous life God has intended for you. The best part, you don't need to step foot inside a church to unlock it. All it takes is a simple audio technique that you can do from your own living room. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of. Watch this short video now to get the full details. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Sometimes it sounds like your name wrapped in light. That's what this message is. Not just words, but a divine echo, a reminder, a code your soul has been waiting for. Archangel Michael says, the next time you doubt your path, remember this night. The next time you feel abandoned, remember this hour. The next time you question your worth, remember this presence. You are not broken, you are becoming. So tonight, speak to heaven like it's listening, because it is. Talk to your angels like they're near, because they are. And walk into tomorrow with the quiet power of someone who knows that something invisible but undeniable happened while the rest of the world slept. Because you won't be the same. You won't need to explain it, your energy will. Michael will be watching, your angels will be rejoicing, and heaven will be waiting for your answer. Will you open the door? Because this was never just a message. This was a calling, and heaven says, you heard it. You're ready now. If this message reached the deepest part of your soul, then pause and subscribe right now, because you weren't just meant to hear this. You were chosen to live it. Your journey with the angels is only just beginning. Stay close to this channel and let Archangel Michael continue to walk with you every step of the way. Your miracle begins tonight at 3:33 a.m. and will be waiting on the other side of the veil. And if you're still here, still breathing slowly, heart open, eyes wet or full of wonder, then let me say this gently. Heaven knew you'd stay. Heaven knew you needed all of this. Every word, every pause, every invisible brush of angelic energy while you read this. And maybe you don't even know what part of this broke you open, but that's okay, because some miracles are felt more than understood. And right now, whether your room is lit by a candle or wrapped in quiet darkness, you are in the presence of something holy. You don't need to understand it all. You just need to trust what your soul is whispering. Maybe it's telling you to rest. Maybe it's saying, don't give up yet. Maybe it's reminding you that there's still light in you that the world hasn't dimmed. Or maybe, just maybe, it's asking you to believe that tonight is a reset, a rebirth. Not the kind that makes everything easy, but the kind that makes everything real. Archangel Michael says, you are not just being visited, you are being seen. Fully, deeply, eternally. Every broken prayer you whispered while trying to stay strong, he heard it. Every time you held yourself in the dark and asked the stars for peace, he was there. Every door that closed on you, every person that misunderstood you, every plan that fell apart before it even began, it wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Heaven never forgot you, and now you are finally remembering heaven. It's okay if tears are falling. That's not weakness, that's release. That's your soul exhaling everything it was never meant to carry. Let them fall, let them baptize your spirit. Let them make room for the light that's about to pour in, because it will pour in, not in a storm, but in a stream. Gentle, silent, strong, holy. You were never forgotten, never forsaken. You've always had angels walking beside you. The signs were there all along. The songs that hit too hard, the numbers that repeated, the feathers, the dreams, the delays that saved your life and you didn't even realize it. You've been guided, protected, loved, and now awakened. Let tonight be the night you finally believe it. Let tonight be the night you feel it. At 3:33 a.m., your angels will arrive not for a performance but for a purpose. Don't miss it, don't second guess it, don't talk yourself out of it. Just be still, just be open, and just receive, because this is your moment, and heaven has waited lifetimes for this. Your presence here is not an accident. It's a divine appointment. And if this message has lit even the smallest candle inside your spirit, then stay connected. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next divine transmission. This channel is your sanctuary, your lighthouse, your soul's safe place, and Archangel Michael will keep showing up again and again until you remember that you were never alone. We'll see you again soon, but for now, we step back because it's time. Heaven is knocking and your miracle is waiting at the door. 3:33 a.m. Be there and be ready. And in case you're still here, just sitting with this energy, this peace, this presence, then you already know something profound. You're not meant to rush this. You're meant to soak in it. Let it drip slowly into the cracks in your soul where light hasn't reached in years. Let it heal what you thought had already scarred over. Let it remind you that you never needed to do more to be loved by heaven. You just needed to be still enough to remember who you are. This isn't hype. This isn't some spiritual cliché. This is your moment, the one your spirit has been whispering about for weeks, months, maybe even lifetimes. That strange ache in your chest, that pressure that wouldn't go away, that deep feeling that something is coming, that was this. That was the angels preparing you to receive this exact vibration, this exact timing, this exact awakening. And now that you've felt it, you'll never be able to unfeel it again. Your spirit has seen too much truth to ever go back to sleep. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them the visit is just the beginning. Now comes the unfolding." That's the part most people miss. They think the moment ends at 3:34 a.m., but it doesn't. That's when the real work begins. That's when the universe starts rearranging in your favor. That's when people start revealing who they truly are. That's when clarity will sneak up on you like a long-lost memory, and you'll just know what to do, what to let go, what to pursue. This is the beginning of your soul's return to authority. Divine authority. Quiet, gentle, irresistible. You won't need to prove anything to anyone. Your presence will speak before your words ever do. You'll walk into places and shift the atmosphere. You'll touch people without touching them. You'll inspire others just by choosing peace. And not because you became someone else, but because you finally remembered who you've always been. So tonight, breathe slowly, feel your feet, speak softly, keep your phone on silent. Let the world wait, because at 3:33, you're meeting heaven, and it's not coming to fix you. It's coming to remind you. You've always been divine. You've always been watched over, and you've always been walking toward this moment, even when it felt like you were lost. Michael says there's one last instruction. Don't go looking for signs after tonight. Just live as if the sign already came. In other words, walk like it's done, speak like it's yours, heal like you're free, love like you're safe. That's faith, and faith is what opens doors faster than fear ever will. So when the morning light finally breaks, when the night has passed and your spirit feels heavy or strangely light or even confused, don't overthink it. Just trust. That's all you have to do now. Trust what was poured into you. Trust what you felt. Trust what you couldn't see but deeply knew, because when heaven moves, it doesn't ask you to understand. It asks you to follow. You've already said yes by staying this long. You've already agreed by letting your spirit lean in. You've already opened the door, and now your next chapter is walking toward you. It will come in whispers, in chills, in sudden joy, in divine encounters, in things that make your heart say, "Wait, this was meant for me." Because it is. This whole life you're stepping into is heaven's response to your inner yes. Don't forget it, and don't ever forget this night. Write it down, mark it, honor it. Because when you look back months or years from now, you'll remember this message. You'll remember this feeling, and you'll say, "That's when everything started to change." We're with you. Archangel Michael is with you, and heaven is already on the move. If you felt this deep in your soul, make sure to subscribe now. There's more to come. More light, more healing, more divine truth. This space is your spiritual home. Come back anytime your heart needs reminding. Now go be still and wait for 3:33 a.m. We'll be right there in the light, in the silence, in the miracle. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause. For there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. God has a message for you. In the next 17 days, you will manifest a financial blessing from God. It will come in the most unexpected way possible. To affirm your blessing, speak this 7-second script from the Bible. The more you speak it, the better. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. You can click here to get the 7-second script and affirm your blessing. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.